so mean.
Allegedly, you didn't let me sing.
Yeah, she was trying to sing during the song, you guys. Yeah.
I was just trying to give it lyrics, man. That's all.
I think we should all have a moment of silence for Chasing Truth 3. She had a few betas that didn't make it last night. They tasted pretty good though, and she deep fried them just after.
You know what? I think we need to reenact the Chris Rock Will Smith smash.
Yeah. Do you think that was real? By the way, I don't think that was real.
Oh no, that was real.
His slap looked really like a lame ass. I mean, it was crazy.
Are you kidding? Play that back.
Yeah, and you know what's weird? I saw it in slow mo. Chris Rock's head's already moving with it, and it was way in front. You know, I don't know. It seemed seemed real, but
dog poop out of him.
But what was wrong with what Chris Rock said? It was funny. He goes, "Oh wow, hey," because she looked like. I mean, there was nothing derogatory.
Well, because she has alopecia, and she can't help it. That's why.
Oh well, okay. Well, I didn't know that. I don't look into like.
Yes, everybody knows that, Gray.
Everybody knows that. I thought she just always had hair that looked like that, but she did look exactly like. What's her face? Was
G.I. Jane.
Yeah, I just watched it again. I just watched G.I. Jane the other day. I think it's a good movie for what it is.
It is a good movie, actually.
Yeah, it's sort of weird. Yeah, that it's a good movie.
Yeah, that's why he got smacked because she didn't like it. If you watch,
but he laughed at it. Yeah, he laughed at it.
He's laughing, and then she's like,
"Oh," and then he had to go. Yeah,
and he's like, "Damn."
See, that's the part I think is lame. That he was laughing, and then. Because she made a face. Oh, now I got to go up and slap too.
He had to go defend his woman's honor.
Yeah, I thought it was just really embarrassing and stupid.
It was, and Denzel gave some great advice because he's a class act. So there's that.
What did he say?
He told Will Smith, be real careful because at the height of your success or whatever it is when the devil's going to come for you. So basically, be humble, calm your ass down. And Will was crying when he accepted his award because he knew he messed up. I mean, you don't do that. You don't smack somebody on the Oscar.
Yeah, I thought, well, it's actually, he could actually get put in jail for that. He went up and assaulted.
Chris said he's not going to press charges.
Well, he wouldn't press charges, but I mean, it's actually literally just right there on camera. You wouldn't even have to be the guy that said, oh, I'm going to press charges. No, he went up and slapped him in the face. So, I don't really give a shit, I mean, somebody sent it to me and I was like, I don't even know if it's real. But you could tell by Chris Rock, it seemed real. Like he was kind of like, wow, this is weird shit.
He was embarrassed.
Yeah, that was what made me go, well, maybe, but I'm holding out some hope that it was fake.
You think it's a conspiracy theory?
No, but I just feel like I don't know, it was just weird, the whole thing. But
and I hope that's not what they choose to do. But in any case,
yeah. So you guys ready? We're gonna just jump right in after our Will Smith discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna jump right in. I think we were on page 52, right?
Yep, right at the top.
Yeah, because we only got like an hour. Well, that's all we said we were gonna do, anyways. But like an hour.
Monday.
On the hour on the dime. So here we go.
Let's go.
So you want to just sort of do like kind of flow into it right here? Like she just read another bunch of shit that was on a cell phone here. And
yeah, we can start at line 14 right there. Okay. Just so that we're...
Okay.
All right. So 5/17/2016, Emily Ann, who you admitted to making the Emily Ann account, sends a photo to blank. It's a Caucasian female laying down. She's not wearing a shirt. She's exposing her breasts, showing her mouth. Doesn't show the rest of her face, but it shows her chest. And you make a comment, she's only 14. Haha. That's a 14-year-old that you would have talked to, right?
Right. Same conversation.
Same conversation.
Right. Yeah. And just for real quick, what we did last time, but basically what it was in the first episode, if you're just going to break it all the way down, would be that they wanted to show him all the information they have, open up the idea of, hey, is there somebody else that was using your account, and then really kind of devastate him with these actual what was said in the text messages. Try to put more pressure, right? All right. So anyways, so I said, right, I used the same conversation. I'm not. I'm saying I don't remember that, but I'm saying like I probably would have said that. So he's admitting, yeah, that's something I would type. Okay.
Okay, so
I really, honestly, don't really remember talking to anyone because it wouldn't be like the same person. I wouldn't keep talking to the same person. You know what I mean?
right. When
Random
you're
people.
but when you're exchanging child pornography, that's obviously,
I hear what you're saying,
and then
but
when you're exchanging Dropbox links that go to your Dropbox, that's a different story too.
what do you mean? I never had a Dropbox.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. That I sent links for. What do you? Yeah, see that right there. I've never had a Dropbox. Then they go, "Well, yes, you did." I mean, I didn't send links. No, you didn't say that. You didn't have. That's so ridiculous.
Nobody
Anyway,
mentioned links.
yeah, that I sent links for. What do you mean?
Bud, from your Dropbox account off your phone, we have started one of the largest child pornography investigations ever undertaken in the state of Indiana.
Wow, actually, I missed that first time around, but I know that that's what was going on based on the. Huh, that's crazy. So then it makes you realize that there's this whole vast network of people that may have been connected to his Dropbox, and then who knows who the guy on the bridge is? I mean, it sounds like they know. Whatever. Well, I guess we'll keep going. Anyway. Well, you're okay, but that's not me. How did that?
A Dropbox
It's a
account.
shared link?
Or from your Dropbox link, right?
Not from mine. There's no way possible.
Yes. Yes.
There's no way possible.
Yes. Your do not have a Dropbox now, you're saying?
I have a Dropbox. Not that I would send nudes and shit through.
No.
Say a lot of people have Dropbox. What does that mean?
Are people that communicated with you or you shared images through your Dropbox links?
Yeah, no.
We started looking at those people and it just freaking spirals out of control to this major child pornography ring. Absolutely. And you even have it to the point where you're getting this child porn, you're sharing it with your Emily Ann account to your Kegan Kline Dropbox account.
Right, so sharing it with your Emily Ann account. I just want to figure out. So that's
Yeah,
the other
so
one.
he has it. He's also sharing it to the Emily Ann account so Emily Ann can share it out with other people. She's accessing it from the Dropbox.
So it's almost like
his Dropbox.
And like Emily Ann might be using it to sort of send to these other girls, like, well, here's what I look like. Hey, you can send me a picture, right? Like using it, God, that's crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can't tell me that guy you randomly lived with for a month knows your Dropbox password, knows your phone password.
Live with him for a month.
And then, you are also using your primary phone and all the child porn's on there. Kegan, come on.
I swear to God, no I guess child porn technically is anything under 18, but yeah, no kids like that ever. You can show me anything you want. That doesn't mean that was me doing it. See, there you go.
It's on your device.
Okay, that happened. I mean, that's probably happened a lot to a lot of people. That doesn't mean that.
No, it doesn't happen.
Okay, someone shoots someone, and then you're with the person. That happens a lot. Then they get charged for it, and they say they killed them. That doesn't mean they killed them. So that's kind of weird because now he's saying somebody that I'm with, they're the ones that did the porn, but why should I get in trouble for it?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why we asked you initially, is there anyone else that had access to your phones? And you told me how little kids and shit, I've never done that. So you're saying...
Where are we? God, I think I'm in
I have all the dashes, so I got to keep up with those.
Oh, yeah. And then you're saying... Where is that part? Oh, way down there. Obviously is someone.
Your story changes.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, of course it does, because I never did fucking stuff little kids and stuff like that.
There's a lot of stuff with little kids.
Okay, that's not me, is what I'm saying, though.
And we're asking you if it's not you, but
Anything?
I'm in your corner on this. But you got to come off of it. Who else? Who else?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's the only person I was around. That's what I'm saying. And by the way, everybody, we're only able to do all this because the Murder Sheet podcast, and no, they don't pay me to say it, but I think what they got for everybody was absolutely incredible. So I put their links and stuff in the description down there, so you can go check out their podcast. That would be like that.
Let's go from here then. So who else has access from your phones from 2016
That's it.
till now?
Him.
Only him?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's literally it.
I'm going to write this down. So from 2016 till now.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically my girlfriend, now my phone.
Okay.
I mean, she knows my password and stuff.
Okay. 2016 to now. But what was his name? Okay, so he had access to your phone.
Yep.
Now, when did you live with?
Well, we moved to Las Vegas, but before that, I mean, I would stay with him all the time.
And you moved in 2017.
Yep.
Okay. And but then again, you said you stay with your dad, and you said you very rarely stayed with mainly.
But I mean, I'd stay with him, but I mean, like, not every day or nothing.
Did Blank stay with you at your dad's house?
No.
Never? And then just to finish, the Blank sending another image after Emily Ann says that they like that age.
Yeah, I don't need let's see. Like they say they like, any age. Yeah, I don't need to hear any of that.
We have to go through it. We do. We have to go through this. This is your device named Kegan's iPhone.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
With your passcode, with your account information, it does have information. I'm telling you that right now.
I understand that.
Okay. So when sends an image of a Caucasian female, 7 to 12 years old, taking a picture of herself in the mirror. She has her pants pulled down to her thighs. She's sitting on the ground with her legs open, exposing and touching her own vagina. Emily Ann responds, "What a little whore, LOL."
Yeah, that's not me.
And you know what? We actually had some people look at that, and they believe there are two people routinely speaking on multiple devices that are in your house, because the phonetics are different. The phrasings are different, but this is over a period of time. We're not talking like this is isolated, like a week here and not here. And we're talking over a period of time.
See, that's pretty interesting, because now they're saying, hey, the writing, I don't know if the word phonetics was correct, but I mean, they're writing and choice of words are totally different. I mean, phonetics is like how something sounds, but maybe they read it out loud or something. That's where they come up with that. But I don't know.
And again, you have to understand that, and I know you do, you're a tech savvy person, okay? The phones collected GPS data.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, you probably know pictures are embedded with GPS as well. Right?
Oh yeah. And if I was doing that, I would not have a VPN blockers and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm telling you right now that it's connected to that house that you lived at with your dad.
Right.
Not in Vegas with Blank.
Right.
And you just said Blank wasn't there.
Well, I mean, Blank's been to my dad's house. He's talking about a friend. We don't know who that is. He hasn't stayed in my house.
He's been there, right?
And then
he doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, but again,
years prior to that,
conversation lasts over days, not like, oh, well, let me.
Right.
I mean, I'm telling you, if you had a buddy come over to my house and I said, here's my phone, and he's
Yeah.
on it, I mean, for these hour-long conversations,
Right.
Kegan,
Okay, but if you're on drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying there's, I mean, we used to take drugs a lot together. So, I mean, how can I remember a damn thing?
drugs. Yeah, like what kind of drugs were they taking?
I mean, hard drugs where, you know, you're
Like
going to
what?
pass out. PCP, LSD, a lot. You know, mushrooms.
So you've done it. You did that all the time or sometimes?
I mean, a lot, yeah. Jeez.
Are you still, when's the last time you used?
Oh, forever. I mean, I haven't, like, hard drugs?
Any drug?
I smoke marijuana. I mean,
Still?
other than that, yeah, but other than that, nothing. What?
Are there any narcotics or drugs in the house at all?
No.
Or in the apartment?
No, there's a bong. There's a bong, though.
You're really going to have to do some more convincing that a friend who randomly comes over and you guys get high together is taking your phone.
No, I totally get where you're coming from.
No, I don't think you do.
I totally do like that. Like that. Okay,
I'm
let me do that
right
again.
now.
Yeah, I totally do like that. And then honestly sounds really stupid. I get what you're saying, all right?
You know, you're a bright guy, dude. There's no doubt. I would say most of the times you're probably the smartest guy in the room. Wait, there's two other iPhones. They're both white. Whose are those?
Where at?
In the apartment.
Oh, so somebody must have radioed in. Hey, there's two white. Oh, that's crazy. There's no other. Oh, actually, she does have another phone. I forgot. He was about to say I forgot. Yeah, she does have two phones. Okay, yeah.
Why does she have two phones?
Well, she needed to get her service switched over through Boost Mobile, and she just never did. I bought her that new phone, and she just never did.
How'd you buy her a new phone and you're not working?
Well, I make money through, all you need to do is one job. I can make $1,000 easily.
You said you charged $200.
I wonder where the money is really coming from. I wonder if it's something related to child porn.
Possibly, yeah.
Let's see. Well, okay, then. Yeah, but that's just for a menu, But if I make a website, I can do the work for people. Make videos, all kinds of stuff for them.
Well, and again, I don't see it. And I'm telling you right now that on each and every one of these devices that have your names on them, they're not one time a friend that comes over and uses it.
Right.
Where does Blank live now, man?
Vegas somewhere, I'm guessing.
Did you ever talk to him or what?
No, we had like a fallout
Over what?
So money, pretty much. Him trying to take all the money that we had.
To do with what? What was he going to do?
And by the way, why would they have money together when he's the guy that's done the web pages? I don't really understand that whole
No, this
thing.
is when those two were doing the weed business.
Oh, the
in
weed
Vegas.
business. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't
That's
know.
what he's trying to blame it on.
Yeah, the weed business, that was really just a subscription to something, and they were just giving their giveaways.
They're giving away weed.
Yeah. They weren't selling it. I don't know. Probably creating a nest egg. Probably move. I don't know.
You still from where you left?
Yeah.
All right. Did you ever?
No, he was a really good dad. Really. Jesus Christ. Really.
And how old was he?
Oh no, he's talking about him, his friend being a dad.
His friend, yeah.
Yeah, he was close to 30, probably 29.
29?
Yeah, so he's probably 31 or so now.
Right now? So we can come back to the iPhone. There's a lot there. But I need you to understand that the stuff on the devices that we have, again, is, we're clear that it's not your friend who's occasionally coming over, and we'll get back. We'll go to the Apple iPhone 3. This phone was named Kiki. Is your nickname? You would have been 20 at the time. So again,
iPhone 3?
mm-hmm.
There's no way I could have had been 20 at the time.
How old were you in?
I mean, I had that phone when I was in high school.
How old are you now?
I'm 26.
So 5 years ago.
Well, no, you're not in high school 5 years ago. I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying you'd be 21 5 years ago. No.
Would have been what?
There's no way.
I'm telling you right now, that's the last time this device was used was 5 years ago. It was used up till 2015. So.
Well, you can say what you want, but that's not the truth. And.
Well, I'm here, okay? And this is why this is so important.
Yeah.
I'm going off a device.
Right. That has.
There's no reason.
That can be.
Listen to me.
At all times.
No.
Yes, it can.
Listen to me. I'm going off a device that has no reason to lie to me, okay? It goes to your phone.
What do you think he said up there? That can be the inaudible. Listen to me. Something at all. So he said that can be something at all times. There's no. What is he saying right there? Right. That has.
I'm going off a device.
That can be at all times.
Oh.
No. Yes, it can. It says. So there. Let's see. I'm going on.
Probably because the phone is a constant, right? It has a GPS in there. It's doing this child porn shit all the time. It's not just this occasional times when the friend comes over.
Yeah. So something here he might say that like, right. That has GPS. That can be located. Listen. At all times. No. Yes, it can. Yeah. I don't know what that's saying.
Possible.
Yeah. So anyways, yes it can. Then you said that. You're talking to someone that has no reason to lie to you.
Kegan, you lied to the investigators 3 years ago. You're lying.
Hold on. I had to fix the chat up in there. Sorry. What line are you on there? I just lost.
You're on
it.
15.
Oh, there it is. I scrolled way down. Okay, well then, why would it take 3 years for them to come and get me? What do you mean?
Because you don't understand.
Does that make any sense?
Like, how big this investigation is. I mean, this is a lot of child porn.
Well, okay, I have no... All right, whatever. I need a lawyer. Oh,
okay.
Because I have no clue what this is ridiculous. Because I did not have any images or videos of children at all. I'm telling you, that right fucking now. There's no way. If I shared a Dropbox, you know how Dropbox works. Obviously, you're a smart guy. But if someone sends it to me, the sender
Are we going to clear this up or...
What do you mean?
Because if you keep talking...
Yeah, lawyer, yeah.
You don't want to clear any of this up.
No, if you're telling me all this, no, I do not. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You might need to hear it.
I really don't, because I've heard enough that's bullshit, so I don't need to hear any of it.
And you understand the charges that you're going to jail with right now.
Yep.
Okay. A lifeline is here.
I'm trying, yeah, but when you guys are sitting here telling me that I'm lying to you, and I'm not.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
You know, it's weird. They were so close that he was just almost out, boom, lawyered up. And they,
he did ask for a lawyer, though. Why didn't they stop here?
Well, they can throw out that other sentence, like, and, it's up to him to say, no, I'm done. Give me a lawyer. Boom, then it's done. Right? But he didn't do that. You're really close to that, though. I know exactly what you're saying. It's like,
yeah, you're right on
his
that
attorney
line.
might say what you just said in court. Like, everything after this should be thrown out because he asked for a lawyer and then you continued to talk to him. And right?
Isn't that what just happened with Cody Bigsby's dad? He asked for a lawyer. They didn't get him a lawyer, and he kept talking. Corey Bigsby,
yeah,
the little boy
that
who
does sound
lost
pretty.
Cody.
That does sound pretty similar.
Yeah, the cop got in trouble for that.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a little bit more like he kept demanding an attorney, and then like this was just sort of like, well, they're gonna need a lawyer, and then you said, well, we're your lifeline, and then he kept going. But anyways, I have no reason to lie to you. That's why I have no reason to lie to you. If you watch the videos,
You can let us go through it all and explain it to you so at least you understand. You have that opportunity. Are you nothing else? We go through it and you can listen. Because I'm telling you right now, just the level 4 child exploitations, just those stacked together, just those counts are 45 years in Indiana.
Right, right,
That's not counting, there's 30 counts total.
right.
So do you want to go through this and get charged with and take all of this? Because you are getting charged with all of this. All of it's being put on you. And if you don't want to hear everything that you're,
So I can sit in silence and not say anything?
if you want to keep talking to us, yeah,
Okay.
you want to keep talking to us.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, right there. That's their.
They got him.
Yeah, now, once he said that, boom, he's screwed. Now, that doesn't matter what happened, he agreed to keep talking. Yeah, yep.
Okay, and again, I have no reason to lie to you.
I understand. I'm sorry for acting the
But
way I did, but I mean, that's.
if I didn't do something,
Right,
then that's what.
right.
So we would expect that. But you got to understand, we need answers for this, right? Because it's either it's you or it's someone else.
Right.
And really, that's like I
Yeah.
said.
They told me that last time I was here, too.
I wasn't here last time.
About
I
killing
don't-
2 girls. That's what they said to me. They tried to say that I failed a polygraph. That was the one on February 25th, 2017, and that I did it, me or my dad. So do you understand how I kind of have like a kind of like presence where like how these guys are bullshit artists? You get what I'm coming from? Where I'm
Right.
coming from?
And I get it. I just want to be clear. You do not want a lawyer at this time. You're still willing to talk to us?
Yeah, no, that's really makes it clear.
Yeah. Okay, but you have to understand from our point of view that we're going off the data of multiple devices, okay? And we do need to get this because right now you're taking the heat. Everything's being placed on you, okay? So that's why this is important for us to go through. And now at any point that you want to be honest and say, look, guys, this was not on me, and I know it wasn't on me because of this.
I just did. Litter, I'm not sure what that means, lighter, litter, but I can't. I don't know who it is, but I'm telling you, I did not. Any children at all.
Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going through it then, okay?
All right.
So like we said, this is still the iPhone 4, okay? Still the Emily Ann 45 conversation. Now this happened on 4/30, 2016.
That's 10 months before.
Emily Ann is talking to and Emily Ann says, I just checked my Kik messages. Haha, my little cousin must have accidentally sent me a video of her.
Oh, wow.
my God.
Wow, you know what this is a pause right there, but guess what? That's from the Dropbox they were talking about. Remember how there was Dropboxes that, and so he got a video pretending it's from the little cousin, then sent it to this victim here to try to open the door. Well, you can send me something, right? This is sick shit. Okay, so
Yeah, this is about to get a lot sicker, so trigger warning for anybody who can't handle it. Emily Ann sends a picture and says she just got naked and rubbed. Haha, it's hot as fuck. She's super young though. Emoji sad face. She didn't mean to send it to me. What's your deal? And then blank finally says, hey, I don't have good service for it to load, okay? It kind of seems because blank said she didn't like that, Emily Ann called another girl hot as fuck. Then Emily Ann says, she's my cousin, question mark. And then it ends. Another one that comes up on the iPhone, another Kik one. This is 9/7/2016, a 13-year-old girl. Emily Ann 45 says, hey, blank, yo. Emily Ann, what's up? My dad asked your age limit. He said you're gorgeous. He asked if it's wrong to like little girls like you. The blank person responds, it's okay, emoji laugh face.
Yeah, see.
Emily Ann 45.
Yeah, so now they're trying to open the door to the possibility of meeting in person with an older person. That's what it feels like. Or sending picture, I think it's more of that though.
Yeah, like my dad's asking if it's okay to
Yeah.
like little girls.
That has to be his friend again, he's saying. That has to be my friend. I'm telling you right now, that has to be my friend.
Did his dad live with you?
1,000%. His dad lived in Peru with him, yeah. I mean, 1,000%. I never said any of that.
But not with you guys, though, right?
No, yeah.
Emily Ann, hey, it's Adam. You're so cute, princess. Blank replies, thanks. Emily Ann, were you naked in that? Blank, yep.
Oh, wait, is this supposed to be the older guy now? Talking, coming in, on using the Emily Ann account, saying, hey, this is Adam. Is that supposed to be like the 40, an older person?
Well, Emily Ann's saying, hey, it's Adam, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, it's Emily Ann account, but it's almost like, okay,
maybe
now
it's
that...
for dad. Maybe Adam's for dad.
Yeah, that's what it
Hopefully
sort of feels like.
Explain that somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so Emily Ann or Adam asks, were you naked in that? And Blank says, yep. Emily Ann says, show more. Blank sends another one. Emily Ann says, I love your nipples, with a smiley, winky face. Emily Ann says, you're 12, right? Blank says, 13. Emily Ann says, so hot, with another winky face. Back down in the chat, Emily Ann says, can I see your pussy? Emily Ann says, is it bad I would have fucked you so long ago? With another wink face. And this is the part where it didn't make sense to me, because the time you said, but Emily Ann said, would you have sucked a 37-year-old dick when you were 10? And Blank said, of course. Emily Ann said, would you let a grown man finger you at 8? Wink face. Blank said, sure. Emily Ann said, how young would you go? Blank said, I don't know. Emily Ann said, tell me. Blank said, 7? Emily Ann said, so hot, winky face. So, I mean, the age doesn't add up, but I mean, was this, and again, so that we're clear, you said that you had images of 14 and 15, something like that?
And these are actually, from the text on the phone here. And they're, and some of this is a narrative part, but man, just think how crazy that is. So now it's setting up where you have this adult that could be with an absolute, this is a pedophile ring.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is totally different level stuff. And then, okay, right.
Was that something you and Blank shared? Was that you guys shared child porn together?
Not ever. We never talked about anything like that.
So when you were talking to these girls that were 14 and 15, I mean, where would you be at in the house?
What do you mean, like?
Like, I mean, would you be in the bedroom or?
Yeah, my bedroom.
Okay, and you guys said you lived in an apartment, so I'm assuming with the rent and everything, it would be a big apartment just because how expensive things are. What would Blank be doing?
What do you mean, like when we lived in Vegas?
Yeah, or whatever, whenever.
I don't know. I didn't really.
Okay, I mean, because again, I guess I really like to focus on all this because of these chats, and that phone is coming up. I think it's 67. That's where you lived at, right?
Right.
All of the GPS data is coming to that house. I guess we really take away Vegas from that. So when Blank would come over and you guys would hang out, where would you hang out?
In the living room and stuff.
Okay. So, yeah. I mean, you tell me every time he come over, you guys got high, he took your phone and was on it?
No, what I'm saying is I don't even ever remember him having my phone. But if I'm passed out, you know what I mean? I don't know what someone's done.
This one, Apple iPhone again. It's a 4. This is 5/14/16. Emily Ann 45. My dad asked your age. Said 16. Emily Ann said, he said that there's no way. Okay. Emily Ann, he said, send a pic of you. And there's no response. Another one. This one would have been in 16 too. My dad asked how often you have sex. That was Emily Ann saying that. Blank said, I'm a virgin. Emily Ann said, my dad asked if you think you could deep throat. Blank said, yeah, I think so. Why? Emily Ann said, he asked if an older man took you in the bathroom and told you to get on your knees and suck his cock, what would you do? Blank said, no. Blank said, probably not. Emily Ann said, oh. Emily Ann said, he asked if a 40-year-old met you over, could he look at your pussy? Blank said, no. What does your dad look like? Emily Ann sends a picture. Emily Ann said, well, I'm sorry. Blank says, how old? Emily Ann says, 42. And what about you? Blank replies, 16. He said, oh, yeah. Emily Ann said, he asked if you ever hook up with a 42-year-old. Blank says, yes. Emily Ann says, he's almost 43, though. He asked if you'd lose your virginity to him and show your body, baby. Then it gets down to Emily Ann asks for Blank's Skype, and she gives it. Emily Ann says, he asked if you want to watch him jerk off. Emily Ann said, he asked if you'd get naked for him. Emily Ann says, hurry. He's not waiting all day. He said hurry before he comes. Blank says, ready. And then on the phone, there's a Skype conversation that took place.
Through what Skype account?
I'd have to look on that one, but what I'm trying to say is, I mean, that would mean if that was Blank.
So you know what's sad? I mean, all these up here are actual people that were being communicated with. And look how easily they were sending stuff. I mean, you guys really got, if you got kids in that age range, man, you got to...
There's a lot going on.
Get on top of that. It's crazy. Let's see. So inaudible.
Yeah, so like we're at 9. So I'd have to look on that one. What I'm trying to say is, I mean, that would be, he was masturbating at your house.
Right.
On Skype. And I think you
right.
or your dad
right.
would probably notice that.
Yeah.
So is this the one that probably talked? Because she was...
No, I never Skype anyone.
So what'd you use?
I mean, Skype and high school and stuff, but never... Why would I video chat with someone if, you know what I mean? I'm obviously not that person. I mean, that's a good point, though.
Dark.
Yeah. That is true, though. You keep her in the dark. Yeah. I mean,
so you can't see anything, right? Which is very common with cases like this. It's like they'll say they're in a dark room, our camera's not working, where they can see the other user, but they can't see them. It's pretty common practice. And on this type of case, what I'm trying to wrap my head around, I mean, you made the Emily Ann account.
Right.
Okay. And you talk to girls with it.
Right.
So some of these have to be you, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I definitely talk to girls on there. Yeah, I'm not denying that at all.
Okay. This is another one from 2016. Emily Ann and Blank both say, hey. Emily Ann asks, how old's your sister? And Blank says 4. Emily Ann says, picture, ? Blank sends a picture. Says, her booty, LOL. Emily Ann responds, damn, with a winky face. Any more? Another one of them on the iPhone, Emily Ann, Blank. Emily Ann says, just wondering, you're still 12? Blank says, 13, turning 14. Emily Ann says, have you fucked? Blank says, I'm saving mine for marriage, like girl sex. Emily Ann says, yes, like best friend sex. Then down towards the bottom, Emily Ann says, is it bad that I want to finger my best friend? Blank says, I don't know. And again, there are a couple of days that the chats have taken place, so that the previous Monday, this was another day. The next day, or I'm sorry, a couple of days later, Emily Ann says, the video of you fingering your butt makes me come every time. Emily Ann says, it's so hot. Couple of days into the next month later, Emily Ann contacts Blank again. Want to rub each other? She says no. Emily Ann, a couple of months later, contacts her again and says, now I'm going to the point I look at the old video 2 times a day and use my marker. We're able to find that video. It's of that girl.
What?
The video of the girl.
No, use what?
A marker. Her marker. Use my marker. She's masturbating with a marker.
No.
And we found the video. And then we also found the video of this girl masturbating. Then another month later in August, Emily Ann says, my dad asked if you still shave a lot. And Blank says yes. The next day, Emily Ann said he asked if ride him. A couple of days later, Emily Ann said he asked if he could taste your panties. Blank said, I don't know. And then the next month, Emily Ann contacts Blank again and says, my dad asked, keep asking about your butt. And then Blank stops the conversations there. So we have these here. Again, I already went over the Dropbox stuff. 3/28/16 to 5/4/16, Emily Ann communicates with Blank only. This is 3/16. They contact Emily. Next month, Emily Ann asks for videos. A couple of days later, Emily Ann and Blank exchanged Dropbox links. Again, the links were linked back to yours as well. Let's go back to Snapchat, which everyone thinks that deletes stuff, but it does get recovered. 11/16. We have chats where we'll quote, you're so hot. Blank says, I'm 15. Your response is, I know, show daddy your body. And these ones were really bad ones. These videos were on your phone. The duration of one video is 45 seconds, and it was an African-American female. She was about 4 to 7, wearing a white tank top with no pants. She was on her hands and knees facing away from the camera. She was holding a vibrating toothbrush that was turned on. There was an unidentified male taking a video of the child, and that he was rubbing his penis and penetrating the child's anus. Another one was 1 minute and 54 seconds long. Caucasian female, 3 to 5 years old, laying.
Yeah, so this is stuff that he probably got from the Dropbox again.
And that he was sharing,
Yeah, sharing.
on Snapchat, where they recovered it.
It's just sick shit.
Yeah.
I don't. Can I not hear this? I don't want to hear this shit.
This is on your phone. Again, this is on your phone.
I understand, but I mean, I don't want to hear that.
You don't want to hear it. I mean, this is what you're being charged with.
I understand, but I mean, I would rather not hear about that. You know what I mean?
What about it? What is it that specifically that you...
I mean, you keep talking about these little kids and stuff. I don't want to hear that stuff.
I need you to make sure you understand that this is what's on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, I get from the first pages that you're...
Okay.
I just rather not hear any of that stuff.
We'll jump to another iPhone. Again, this is the iPhone 3. iPhone's name is Kegan. Last utilized 2015. It did have a passcode. It had your email address and account information. The web history that was searched for the life of the device. Beautiful young teens. Cute young teen on webcam. High school gangbang. Hot young teen. Really young girls virgin. Teen fuck for drugs. Young teen fucked. Underage girl strips. Underage girl gets fucked in ass. Bunch of these search histories. And again, we jump to the Samsung Galaxy S5, which was the one that was found in Vegas in the rental car. Yeah, rental car. And just in that little time, you had the phone. I mean, which was 2 days, I think you had the phone, something like that. A couple days, however long you were there. Yeah,
I didn't even use that phone.
Well, you had factory reset it.
Which phone is this right here? The Samsung Galaxy S5. He factory reset. He actually factory reset that on, I think, the 23rd of February in Vegas, which is weird too, because you got that one.
He only had it like 2 days. What the hell was he up to? What was he doing in 2 days? I mean, I guess it's going to tell us right now, unfortunately, but.
Let's see, I scrolled up there. Where were we at here?
You're on page 77.
I'm in line. I got the.
Hey, you just say right.
Right.
So once you had it, and then the timestamps after the factory reset, which again has your it was named Kline Photography, and it had all your email accounts on it, including Emily Ann and the Kegan Kline at Hotmail. Web searches: preteen booty, preteen body, little preteen body, girl touched while asleep, preteen fingered on video, little girl, young little teen vids, and there was child pornography on there as well. One image, it was a collage of images. It was a Caucasian female, 7 to 10 years old, performing oral sex on an unidentified nude male. There was some bestiality on there as well, which I know that you said that was kind of like the weirdest porn that you had looked up at one point.
I don't remember doing that.
Yeah. I know in your polygraph, you had mentioned the weirdest porn you looked up was with animals. So that was on there as well. The Samsung Galaxy S4, which was last utilized in 2015, that one had Kegan Kline Skype, Tony Kline Skype, Kegan Kline at Hotmail, Tony Kline at Gmail, Kegan Kline at Gmail, Tony Kline 765 at Gmail, Emily Ann, and those, and just those internet web searches. 12-year-old, 12-year-old body, 12-year-old fingered, 13-year-old, 13-year-old Snapchat, 14-year-old anal. That's all you.
Yeah. So all this stuff. Let me just just a second. So all the stuff is sick as shit. But you know what's interesting on there is there's a Tony Kline email on there. See,
two of them,
a couple of them. Yeah, another one right there, and more than that. Actually, three.
Yeah.
Tony Kline Skype, Tony Kline 76 at Gmail, and Tony Kline at Gmail. So that means his dad is able to use that phone. Man, that's crazy. I mean, he's been using it. All right, go ahead.
That's all you. Kegan Kline, little teen ass fucked, photos of Sandy Hook bodies.
Yeah, right there.
Preteen slut, underage blowjob.
All right, so let's stop right there because Kegan Kline, he looked up. I mean, this is what they say. Kegan, little teen, all the. I'm not going to read those again, but look at this search right here. Sandy Hook bodies.
What the hell is
that?
Going
that
on
takes it to a
here?
whole nother level because I don't know any sane person that would really be like, yeah, let me go. I mean, when the crime happened, of course, people are looking around and stuff. But this is years later.
Looking at news and photos of what happened that day. You're not looking for the Sandy Hook bodies.
Right. So right here you say Sandy Hook bodies, and what it was amongst was other sexual related comments. So does this person have a sexual, like some crazy? I mean, this does exist out there.
That's an elementary school.
Yeah.
Sandy Hook.
Yeah, these are little kids. So does it? And we see that there's videos of little girls that are on this phone. So now you can relate Sandy Hook bodies, perhaps, and then say, does this guy have some just crazy sexual desire to, for a murder, to see murdered children, right?
Absolutely.
And I mean that's not a far stretch anymore because that's lumped in. I don't know the timing, of course, but it seems like they were all together.
Yeah, he didn't have that phone very long, and that's what he's telling him. That's what you were looking for on those days. He didn't even have that phone very long. Really
crazy. And then Kegan says, "Why is the Sandy Hook in there?" So that seems natural. Like, wow, why is that in there? And now, the dad probably is the one that was doing that one, right?
It's in your searches, your search history.
Yeah, but that's not.
Next book premium tablets. That was in 2016. Had your Kegan Kline and Hotmail, Tony Kline Skype, Kegan Kline Snapchat, Emily Ann. It had child porn on it as well. 13 to 15-year-old Caucasian female, not wearing a shirt, exposing her breasts. Apple iPod Touch, 2015. Last utilized was secured with a PIN code. Had your Kegan Kline hotmail.com. Kegan Kline username, search history record from that was 12-year-old girl sucks, 13-year-old girl's butt, 13-year-old girl hand job, 16-year-old sucking dick. Actually, a search of Kegan Kline, little girl touching, sexy 14-year-old, young little girl sucking, young little girl takes it in the ass.
I wonder why he did that search for himself.
Yeah, why is he searching for himself?
That's
Maybe
weird.
he's wondering if, they're figuring out anything about him. He wants to see if his name's out there anywhere.
But wasn't the timing of this old though? Like way back in 2016? Yeah, maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Well, yeah, this is actually 2005. Well, no,
Yeah.
2016 and 15. So
Yeah.
that was on the Apple iPod Touch, looks like.
God, I keep saying yeah, and I'm starting to sound like him. Yeah.
You sound like him.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what I
Right.
mean? Hey, you know what I mean? All right, let me get to this. So I actually had highlighted this whole Nexa. And the time's off on that too. I never used that in 2015 at all either.
Then the Apple iPhone 5C was the other one. That was your main device. It was named Kegan's phone. This was the one that you turned into the state police after the search warrant was served. And the names on there, Kegan Kline at Hotmail, Kegan Kline 45 at iCloud. Oh, that's interesting. Kegan Kline 45, right? Because Emily is Emily Ann 45 too. So Emily Ann, Jerry Kline, Kegan Kline 1, Kegan Kline, and again, we have some search history recovered on there. Teens, Little Teeny, Jailbait, Preteen Snapchat, Preteen Chaps, Snapchat saves. And I mean, what do you need to understand? And where's the obstruction come from of justice too on your charges? Here's that device that shows everything you did, okay?
Yeah, what made you, what you set up here, you were like interesting about the...
It was just the number 45
iCloud.
stuck out at me because it was Emily Ann 45, then you've got a Kegan Kline 45. So that tells me that's the number he uses when he's making these friggin' email accounts.
I wonder how old his dad was at that time. Because his dad's like right in there. Wouldn't that be weird if he was 45, that'd be crazy.
It would be. Now you need to find that out.
Yeah. Right.
So when you're done with the polygraph and you went home, you were done with the polygraph at 7:30, okay? Went back home, and at 9:19 you found the phone, right?
Right.
You found that they had left the phone, right? Where'd you find it?
I was in the kitchen somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like on top of the microwave, I think. So remember in the other one, it was on the kitchen counter. It's on top of the microwave, I think.
Okay, so you found on top of the microwave.
Yeah.
Then what'd you do?
What do you mean?
What did you do after you found your phone?
I think pretty sure I had my dad call the State Department, or maybe I did. I can't remember.
When do you think he did that?
I think it was the next day, maybe. Or, yeah, I think it was the next day.
So why wouldn't you call right away and say, hey?
I don't even think I found it that night. See, this is so crazy because this is an interview done in 2020, but the one just done 2022 or late 2021 with Barbara McDonald, he says, oh yeah, I found it on the counter and I got on that phone and I called right away.
Immediately. Yeah.
So this is probably more accurate, but it's still not accurate. It's more like he hid the phone, and then 2 days later, I mean, when he got home that night from being polygraphed, he deleted everything. Then 2 days later, he turned it in.
Right.
Let's see. So we're up at here. I think it was the next day, maybe. Was that where we're at? I think the next day. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So why didn't you call him right away and say, hey?
I don't think I found it that night. I'm not sure.
You just said you got home and you found it on your microwave.
Well, I'm saying that's where I found it, not right when I got home. I can't remember.
Okay.
If it was that night or the next day,
Well, I'm going to tell you after that, after a polygraph, when you got home, you found the phone on the microwave, like you said. And I think that was the most honest statement you made here today, was what you just said. You went home, you found the phone on your microwave, and at 9:19, you uninstalled Snapchat and you deleted it from the phone. And then right after that, you uninstalled Instagram and deleted it from the phone. Then the next day on the 26th, you uninstalled and deleted Meet Me from the phone.
Right.
And then you uninstalled or you installed Snapchat again and checked to make sure it got deleted. Everything got deleted, and then you deleted and uninstalled it again. Then it wasn't until 2 days later.
Well, it wasn't
making police.
Yeah, well, I wasn't making sure it was deleted. I deleted the accounts.
So
I deleted the Meet Me. I deleted all those accounts.
So why'd you delete that?
Because, like you said, it was the most real wake-up call I ever had in my life. So, I mean, you know how so I went home and I deleted it. I deleted Meet Me, everything.
Okay. And when you also knew the contents of everything on there would be removed as well.
What? I guess, yeah. I mean, I didn't know that, but...
But you said it was the biggest wake-up call, so obviously...
Yeah, meaning like, hey, I need to really change my fucking life here.
Stop talking to girls underage?
Yeah, exactly.
Which you admitted talking to underage girls on Snapchat, Instagram, and all the other.
That was my way of like
getting
rid of all those accounts and stuff.
Right. Before you turned it over to law enforcement.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot. I mean, he's not an idiot, but it's weird. Okay.
He's trying to get out of this. Yeah. He's like a rat in a cage right now.
Well, no, not really, because honestly...
Yeah, really, honestly, that's what happened.
Honestly, no, it was I did it, and then I thought about it, and I was like, if they know I have another phone, that's going to look really bad on me.
Right, so
the second
honest thing you did today, absolutely, I completely agree with you. And I think when you came home, you saw it, and you're like, oh man, I mean, this is my phone. I was talking to underage girls on Snapchat, Instagram. Right. I need to delete this stuff.
Right. So now he's admitting to all that. Right.
And then you realize that law enforcement obviously would want it. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say.
Well, not even that law enforcement would want it, just that they missed it. You know what I mean? I didn't want them to think like I'm trying to hide stuff from them or something. Fuck Jesus.
By deleting the stuff? Or you gave it and turned it in?
Well, I mean, I deleted the account, so yeah, I guess I did delete this stuff, but that wasn't my point. Yeah.
So again, I mean, we really have to go back over that. I mean, I just read you. I think you made me stop reading stuff, but you're responsible for this content.
Right.
You want another water?
No, I'm fine.
You sure? You're responsible for this content that's on every one of your phones.
I'm in possession.
Okay, they're secured with a passcode and named, labeled your phones, right?
Right.
Okay, like if I said I give my phone to him and he's looking at this stuff,
right?
I mean, you even know one of them was Google search history. So even if you were to get your phone back and Google something that pops up,
right?
You have to know these things are on your phone, okay?
Right.
So you did.
What?
Know that the child porn was on your phone.
No, I mean, like the girls that I would talk to, 13 to whatever, yeah, I would talk to them. But yeah, none of the little kid stuff or any of the Dropbox or no, I had no clue any of that was on my phone. And I have no knowledge of ever sending like Dropbox to anyone.
So we have to understand this because I'm telling you right now, the friend who comes over occasionally and didn't live with you. So why didn't you tell this to investigators when they talked to you originally?
Because none of this was brought up.
Because
they didn't brought up. They didn't tell me. You know what I mean? I have no well, I mean, I had no clue there was little kid stuff on there. Me and the lady talked about it, and I told her, this is some psychologist he met on the 25th of February 2017. We talked about it, and I told her, yeah, I had a problem, and we talked about everything. It's hard to read some of this mumble jumble.
Yeah, but when you said,
I had no clue there was a little kids on there. No.
okay, you mean,
and why would I give the cop my phone if there was stuff on there like that
you
I
just said
knew?
yourself. I mean, you just sat here and said, if I didn't know, they would know.
Yeah.
That they missed it and come back for it.
Yeah.
You said,
I knew I had a phone that would look really weird on me.
right, look
Like
bad on you.
phone.
Yeah. So that's exactly. So, I
Yeah.
mean, you just said, why wouldn't you give it to him? Because that would look bad on you, right?
Yeah, so I mean, like, why would I
Right.
give them phone knowing that though? It'd be like, hi, okay, come and get me then.
Well, again,
You know what I mean?
deleted it before you gave it to law enforcement. You deleted your avenues that you talked to the girls with.
Yeah, like,
You're covering yourself, right?
right.
Exactly. So,
Because, like that lady said, stop right now and delete everything.
she did not, Kegan. She did not.
Now watch this. This is so crazy. Yeah, because he's saying that the psychologist said, just delete all that garbage off your phone. There's no way she would say that, right? and then you just said, the investigator said she did not.
No, she did not say
and
that.
he said, well, maybe not like
Tell you to delete everything.
that. Maybe
She did not.
she didn't say delete everything. What she said was like, you have a problem and you need to stop right now. I mean, that's so different.
I'm telling you, your exact same words were, yes, I do.
Yeah, because-
and I'm so fucked.
Yeah, because she's telling me I just killed 2 people and I failed my polygraph.
That isn't even what we're talking about. This is way before that.
Okay, well, this is years ago. I don't remember anything. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't. I
never got to see videos of myself. So let me just say it again. I never got to see videos of myself, so I don't remember every.
That's what I need to explain, because I'm telling you, when the prosecutor goes through all of this,
Right.
it's not going to fly that guy was accessing your phone, was accessing your account info, knew your passwords, and these conversations were days,
Right.
hours.
I see what you're saying.
In length.
Right.
Days and hours. That would be somebody living in the home that was using your device, communicating with these girls, communicating with these people that were trading child porn. And it's not just a random occurrence. We're talking years, months of the same person. We're talking days. We're talking hours. So this is.
I get what you're saying, but yeah.
So who else?
I admit that that's what I'm saying was the only person around that.
But we've
was around
ruled
it.
them out. Let's go back to what I just said.
I really wouldn't rule him out. How is that ruling someone out?
So you gave him your phone that he could.
Well, I'm saying like he's used my phone before. I'm not saying
For
like
days and months?
I use my
At a time?
phone. No,
Right. So again,
but I mean like
we can rule.
like I said.
Listen to me. We can rule him out because again, this is days and months at a time
Okay.
and hours at a time. It can't be him. I mean, multiple devices, not just one. Yeah. It would be one thing if it was like one time. Yeah, absolutely.
How is it across multiple devices if I have them all connected?
Well, I mean, Apple iPhone.
So one thing happens, and then it goes on the devices.
Yeah, the Apple, I mean, you had the 3 before you had the 4,
Right.
right? And the conversations that.
So when I get another phone, I download everything that was on the past phone onto my new phone.
But the timestamps are completely different. The images timestamps are different.
I understand. So that didn't work. I'm sorry. I tried to get out of it, but that part didn't work. All right.
That didn't work either. Right. So, and I don't want to be mean. I don't want to question your relationship or anything. But I mean, is this something you and your dad share?
No, not really. I mean, see here, look at it. No, not really. Okay. Yeah, that's to me that's a red. I mean, if I'm not a language person, but when you're a kid and you say, if your mom says, "Did you get in a fight today?" No, not really.
Yeah, and you've got like scratches down your face.
Yeah,
like,
it means you kind of did what they said. Right.
Right.
You want to just go through page 90 just to make it an even, then because you got to get out of here.
Yeah, we can make it even. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, you had mentioned in your interview that you guys had looked at going to the bunny ranch when you guys were in Vegas.
Well, that's prostitutes. That's totally different. Not really.
Yeah, I mean, but it is, but together, I mean, have you ever let me just throw this scenario at you? So you're sitting there and you're talking to these, you physically sitting there, not Blank or anybody else.
Right.
And you're talking to an 18-year-old that you're talking to, and she sends you a nude.
Right.
And you're like, Dad, check this out.
No, I've never done that before.
Why? I mean, why wouldn't you?
That's my dad. That's weird. Why would I show?
So you would go to the brothel?
I'm not like, hey, here's a personal picture of a girl that I know naked. Here you go.
Well, let's just say a girl that you don't know. I mean...
No, I never really done that.
But you'd go to the bunny ranch.
Yeah, so we can end it there. But look at that. No, I never really done it. So it's very similar to the no, not really. This guy is just... All right, so that was...
Yeah, I mean, if somebody asked me, okay, so I'm into, black men, and I'm sitting there with my mother, and all of a sudden I'm showing her naked pictures of men. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You don't say, well, no, not really.
Yeah.
Me and my mom weren't into looking at that porn.
No, we don't share nude pictures at all, but we do go to brothels together.
Yeah, it's like me saying, well, no, I showed her the pictures of the white guy, but I didn't show her the picture of the black guy. I mean, why would I do that?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But
what? Anyways, there is
crazy.
That's crazy. So we're on page 90. There's 194. So this could be this could be 2 or 3 more shows. But like you can see how Kegan's getting a little different. He's a little bit more like ding ding. He's a little sharper, kind of. He's fishing to try to get ways out, and then he admits it because they got it. And then he keeps going and going, but he's not dumb at all. Like he's, you kind of think he's dumb because he says stuff at first at the beginning for sure, but he gets better at it, and he kind of even turns questions around on him later. It's pretty crazy.
We've got to, at the end of these, we have to do a little poll with ourselves here. Yeah. All right, Kegan, Tony, who do we feel stronger about right now as being involved in Delphi? Kegan or Tony, based on this?
All right, let's see.
I don't know, man.
Oh, and also, you guys, we are donating 25% of the net revenue at the end of each month. And the end of the month is coming up pretty soon here. So if you guys like to help out the channel, become a channel member, super chats, whatever the hell works. If not, hit the like button and share the video.
Why not? We've said every other swear on here today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is man, I'm some of that stuff is really, really graphic shit. That it's hard to. Yeah. It's probably even hard to read it, really, right?
Now, if you're just reading through it really fast, it's fine.
Hey, thanks.
But when I think about what I've said, I'm like,
yeah. Wow. But this time, I'm really like trying to hear what's being said. 'Cause I'm trying to figure out like what.
There's a lot of really sick stuff in those searches, man.
Like they know stuff here.
Yeah, and the fact that there's the Emily Ann account and that they really we need to maybe on tomorrow's show we can stop and talk a bit, but the fact that they're going as low as 3 years old under this Emily account, then they're going as high as 45 years old.
Yeah,
there's something very, very wrong here, because we do know that they're willing to meet people outside of this. So, and
they said that it was the Dropbox has been connected to the largest ring of child porn ring in in history or something. It's crazy. Yeah. It's wild. So
so his Dropbox that he created is connected to, and maybe that's why, he's like, oh, well, why didn't they come get me before that? He's like, you're not seeming to understand. This is the biggest child porn that we've seen in Indiana, this ring of what's coming out of this Dropbox. That's huge.
Yeah, and
how big was it?
And we don't know when. So that might have been sort of like during all of this is how it all led back. Like who knows when they got the Dropbox, and found that it was connected to all these people, and who also had a sign-on that may have used, could have used his account, but apparently it looks like that the IP address of the logins have all been in the home. So if Kegan's not the guy, then you look at Tony, and maybe Tony is one of the people that's really part of this larger ring using the Dropbox account, and he's the Emily Ann account using the Emily Ann account, even though Kegan created it. So it could be that Kegan's really aware of what's going on completely, but his dad, he's protecting his dad now, but he isn't the one that went down that darkest road maybe. But he knows what happened. I don't know. So what do we got here?
So hold on one second here. So Kegan, whatever, in 2021 was 27 years old. How old is his dad?
Yeah, I think he's, well, I actually had his, let me look him up on,
doesn't say.
I can find him in 2 seconds, hold on. I think
Jerry, his name's Jerry Anthony, right?
Yeah.
53, it says.
So you go back to 15, that makes him 45. That's crazy, right? Right around there. Wow, that's pretty weird.
That's why I wanted to know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting, right? So he was born in 1968. So
in 18 and 15, he'd be, if he's born in 68.
54 right now, right at this minute, right? And we're going back to what year? 2015?
Yeah, well, he'd be like
That's
47 maybe.
So that's 2015. He would have been 47.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know if the 45 comes from that or not, it's just an idea. But man, it's pretty bizarre, isn't it?
He's pretty bizarre.
Well, this whole thing is weird. It's weird that the Dropbox, somehow, other people that they've arrested, they had the same Dropbox account. And now you know that the Emily Ann account, who was sharing these little pictures of little girls with other people on Snapchat, were actually put there by other pedophiles out there, used by perhaps Tony Kline, allegedly.
Absolutely.
And, he was this other level of child porn, like a whole different level than maybe Kegan. Kegan might have been using it. He could be totally part of it too. I just think that the police don't believe that he is the killer here, the way they're talking, What do you think? It's pretty weird. It could go different directions,
Yeah, once I start going down the rabbit hole, I'm just trying to focus on the document, but now I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, so, I don't want to look at any of this. But his visible Facebook profile, okay, so business owner engineer at 52 marijuana delivery, armed security at Lockheed Martin, armed security at National Park, former table games dealer.
Well, he works at a Chrysler or something like that, right? Or a car deal. No, tires or something. I can't remember exactly. Now. But are you sure you got the right one? That's probably him, right?
Oh yeah, no, I got the right one. Yeah. Page shows he moved to Spokane. He shared anti-Donald Trump posts on his Facebook.
No, where are you reading this on? Reddit?
This one I'm on heavy. Just reading.
Okay.
All right, off I go. We got a million things to do here.
Yeah, but it's getting even more interesting now. So, yeah, now the whole rest of the part is back and forth, same kind of stuff. It's really pretty crazy. But anyways, hey, thank you guys for all being here. And wow, look at that right at the end there. Thank you to everybody. So first one was ADC 200 32996. Amy CHS. Tina Susser, Bama Forever, Mama She 13, and Judy, that's right, and Ozzy Trisha, and also welcome to Being Nancy. All right. So thank you guys very much. We'll see you guys, I guess, tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right, everybody.
We'll be here.
Until next time, be safe out there.
I love you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you said something again.
Don't say anything.
Hey, John, what are you doing?